Hello Internet, and welcome to my incredibly late live reaction for Heroes Chapter 10. A lot of things happened around the time this chapter came out, and so I've only gotten around to reviewing it now. Anyway, when we last left our heroes, we found out the truth behind True Island, that it was created by Mashimre, who is basically Mashima writing down the stories of Brave Master, Fairy Tail, and Eden Zero. And also, the whole island is Oasis. And so in order to destroy Oasis and stop Genesis' power, Ellie throws Plu at the ground, because Plu can destroy Darkbrings. And that just stops Genesis' power, allowing Natsu, Haru, and Shiki to finally bring him down. Now we'll find out if we ever realize, now we'll learn if we ever find out why if Genesis is connected to the Jalals. Because that's really the only mystery this series has left for us in its last 20 pages. So let's jump right on into Chapter 10, where we have here what looks to be a cover page, but there is no chapter title, of the three boys and their respective mascots hanging out on top of the word heroes. And we see the cast, what looks to be in their respective fights with the Shadow Monsters. We open Chapter 10, Mate, with both the M and the A of Mate capitalized. That ends right where we left off last time, with Genesis' stone shattering. As Shiki, Haru, and Natsu watch, Genesis falls, and Plu is still with his nose drilled into the ground of the crystal cavern. The light from Plu! It's so intense! Oh, they did it! Haru and the others! Our heroes did it! We see the light from where Plu is cracked, the ground starts to grow and grow, flashing all through the mountain that Genesis created, including the ground where everyone else is fighting. And Urza notices this. What? We see the light peeks through all through the battlefield. And the Shadow Monsters all start to fade away. The monsters are disappearing. Indeed. Take that, losers! I love that, Gray and Let? Is Let his name? The guy from Brave Master have this kind of serious, reaction to all this. And Wise just has big ol' shit-eating grin. Take that, losers. That's really in character. They did it! All thanks to Master Plu. Huh? Did Plu do anything? Oh, right, has Fairy Tail Happy seen Rave Plu? I think he has, but I don't think he knows that Plu has any kind of special power. By the way, where is Plu? Oh yeah, given that Carla asked the question, yeah. Yes! And Musica, cheers, with Ichia, Moskoe, Wendy, and, Julia. The whole group kind of lets out a yeah! And all across the world, the Shadow Monsters fade away. Well done, Haru, some Brave Master character says. Back at the Fairy Tail Guild, Makarov asks, what were those monsters? And Gajeel was just kind of grinning. It don't matter. Their luck ran out when they picked a fight with Fairy Tail. Yeah, because we destroyed all of them. There's Levy. A great victory. But meanwhile, the rest of the guild is kind of upset the fight ended so shortly. I didn't get to bust enough heads. Man! Oh, shut up. Forget that. What we need is booze. No, what we need is Gray-sama. Elfman, you're starting to sound like Natsu. And Mira corrects Lisana. No, Natsu would say, I'm all fired up. And Loxus replies, then let's put them together and say, men get me fired up. And Freed in the most heterosexual way possible. That's my Loxus. Great idea. Really, if they're trying to convince us that Froxus is not meant to be a thing, don't have Freed latch on to Loxus saying, men get me fired up. Also, don't have Loxus say, men get me fired up. Froxus should be canon by now. Let's be real here. No, it's not great. Bixlow, the only heterosexual in that group, is not on board with that. Hello everyone? You destroyed the guild again. Doesn't look to be destroyed though. Makarov claims the guild is destroyed, but it looks fine. Back on the Eden Zero, the Starshines are, looking on as the shadow creatures are destroyed. Excellent work, Great Demon King. I guess that solves that. And Happy, turns up to Ivory. Hey, there's another me down there. Don't look at me. Probably just your doppelganger. So I've kind of noticed, I was rereading last chapter before I did this one, that Rebecca mentions Eden Zero's secret weapon, as a way to destroy, True Island, right? And especially given what we found out in chapter 76 of Eden Zero, that Rebecca has what it takes to be a great Aetherion master. Aetherion seems to be the secret weapon there, and by the time Heroes is set, in the Eden Zero timeline, Rebecca knows about Aetherion. So I'm starting to think that this is some point in the future of where we are in Eden Zero. Sometime after Belial Gore, whenever they find out about Aetherion, and they get access to how Aetherion works. I don't know how far that is, because I don't have knowledge of the future of Eden Zero, but that's kind of the sense I get. But my point is, this line here, Ivory says probably just your doppelganger. I don't think doppelgangers are much of a thing in Eden Zero, so perhaps that's some hint towards a future arc. It's a minor hint, if it is a hint, but that's something to think about as we move forward in EZ. Anyway, we check back in on this big field of flowers, where Lucy, Rebecca, and Ellie have ended up. Huh? Where are we? I thought we were on an island. Pwn. Mashimre is also there. This is the final land of my creativity. The island, as you can see, has vanished. And Haru's there. Ellie! Haru! I'm so glad you're okay. You're okay too. They both hug each other. Are those two, Lucy and Rebecca both kind of blush, a couple? And Natsu pops up and kind of pats Lucy on the head. You did good too, Lucy. Natsu. Rebecca! And Shiki, just latches onto Rebecca's back. Are you in preschool? And Urza, I guess everyone else is there too. And Urza turns to Homura. At any rate, I suppose this means the matter has been resolved. Indeed, and I wish for no more tropical islands. Give me a sec. Anyway, so Julia joins this little trio, setting them up as, their respective counterparts of the various series, of course. Anyway, you ladies are awfully tough. Thank you. But Julia, your physical maneuvers were quite impressive as well. I still have much training to do. How about going around with me? Julia says to the two of them, wise, hearts in his eyes, and sex on the brain. I'd love to. When you say physical maneuvers, I assume, and Let snaps at him. Don't you dare! We appreciate all your help, Let-san. This is Wendy, who you'll recall, Let is terrified of, because she's a dragon slayer. Thanks may be in order. No, I was merely, looks away, tries to hide his fear. But that's not how Julia takes it. Don't get all gooey-eyed over a little kid! And she, kicks him in the head. Gah! And Pino is just, standing there, being her adorable self. Musica and Gray are both, crouched down looking at her. This thing is oddly cute. Like a bunny, but cute all the same. We check back in on Juvia real fast. Eyes wide. Love rival sensor activated. And Urza, who is requipped into her bunny girl outfit. Yes, bunnies are adorable things. Hop, hop. You didn't have to equip a bunny girl costume for yourself. Musica looks at Gray. You could put a shirt on. And Griffin Cotto is here to be a creep. Miss Urza, the truth is I'm a bunny as well. Please hold me in your ample bosom. And Wise, clicks onto that. Hey, if that works, then I'm a bunny too. It doesn't, Rebecca stops him. And Ellie crouches down to look at Happy. I gotta say, Natsu's got a weird bug as a friend. Bug? Well, he does fly. Tell her I'm not, Natsu. And Wendy's just really confused by all this. How could he possibly look like a bug? Haru picks up Plu. Well, he doesn't look like a dog, does he? Poon. And not happy. Excuse me. Shiki freaks, with his fear of bugs. Bug? This Happy is a bug? I'm a cat. No, he's not a bug. You can relax. Mashimre smiles at all this interaction going on at his creations. We see Jigglebutt. Hey, I just noticed it's Haru and the pierced eyebrow guy. We're in big trouble, boss. Yeah. Moskoi and Ichiya. La la la, man. Moskoi la la la. Mashimre continues to watch on. So we both have mentors, huh? Just good to have a mentor. Nothing is better. So that's Gray and Homura bonding over not having dead mentors, but just having a mentor in general. So I guess that's a thing. And Urza walks over to Wise. And you are a fan of bunny girls? Nothing is better. And Natsu looks down at Musica. You look like a guy named Gajil. And we have a little note, especially here in the eyebrows and the pierced brows. Sound like a real stud. He eats metal. He's not even human? You're from a dragon race? That's, I think that's Lucy? And Led's like sweating. Yes. That is why this dragon slaying thing is so... and Shiki is seeing Carla and Wendy. It's another bug! Carla isn't a bug. You're awfully rude. I really am enjoying, just like getting to see, like, every single combination of characters on True Island. Get to have, like, at least a panel hanging, like, just interacting with each other. And then we see, Haru showing off his sword changes to Rebecca. See, I do this and my sword changes shape. It has 10 forms. Whoa, I'd love to put that in the video. And Pino walks up to Happy. You really are identical to the Mr. Happy I know. I think I want to meet your Happy. And then, we see Julia saying something, but then she notices a change. And we see, like, sakura petals blow. And they all start to disappear. The flowers must flutter, men! They are scattering. Mashimre turns to them. This place is beginning to disappear. And so am I. So maybe, I think on page 12, maybe they're not disappearing. That's just kind of a visual effect. I'm not quite sure. Anyway. Oh no! Don't fret. I am not dying. I will merely return to the land of the gods. And you will all return to your own worlds as well. So, hold on. So, I was assuming this was like connecting all three series into their own universe, into being in one universe. Which wouldn't, it wouldn't mesh with Fairy Tail and Rave having crossovers in the past, but also wouldn't mesh with Haru and Natsu not knowing each other in this crossover. I don't know. Or it wouldn't mesh with that, but then this being its own little pocket dimension would mesh with Haru and Natsu not knowing each other in Heroes. Anyway, we get Shiki, Natsu, and Haru's reactions. True Island was born of the power of creativity, and that mysterious power guided you here from different worlds. Now the spell is broken, and it is time for you to return to your homes. But, we get a shot of Lucy, Rebecca, and Ellie. Then we see Gray, Musica, and Wise. But do not mourn your parting. Homer and Urza look at each other. You are all connected. Wendy and the Raid Master Dragons by love, by courage. Moskoi and Ichi are in each other's arms crying. By friendship. All the mascot characters have one last shot together. By your indomitable spirits. Whatever world you belong to, you are heroes. We have various panels from throughout the three series. We have Wise's first entrance in the Norma arc. Most of these I can't quite tell where they are, especially the Raid Master ones, of course. What looks to be Gray using Ice Shell, maybe? We have an Urza shot, a Rebecca shot. What looks to be like an early Shiki shot. But various shots from throughout their series. Whatever world you belong to, you are heroes. And with that, Mashimre fades away. Mr. Mashimre! Wait, he's an author, right? Maybe we should call him Sensei. Oh, already time for goodbyes, huh? Natsuha, gets a little grin. after we finally got to be friends, Haru responds. And Ellie cuts in, I'm sure we'll meet again somewhere. And Shiki is just like weeping now. I know we will, cause we're friends! Quit crying, Wise responds. I do hope we meet again. Yes. And Gray looks at the group. So long until then. Back to your various worlds. The Eden Zero gang, like, waves goodbye. To the people who wait there for you. We get Fairy Tail. To the tasks you must accomplish. There's Rave Master. And someday, once again, in the Sakura Cosmos. So the Eden Zero cast, at the very least, has their memories of the series. So the island was a junction between different worlds. Shiki is still crying. Nga, nga, nga. All very fascinating. And Sister, like, snaps at Shiki. When the tears stop, twerp? We were finally friends, and now... and Rebecca smiles wistfully. I hope they're all okay. And Pino looks at Happy. Your tail is a different color than the other Mr. Happy's. Really? And Witch notices something. Unidentified object at 12 o'clock. Jiggle butts! Butts! True scoundrels who soar across the cosmos. The Butt Jiggle Space Gang has arrived. Does that mean that they're in Eden Zero now? And Rebecca, Shiki, Homura, and Wise are all shocked, or all understandably surprised at this. On the Symphonia continent, Ichiya is there. Interestingly enough, they're all in clothes that would fit the respective series. Butt Jiggle have spacesuits. Ichiya's in a much more traditional high fantasy outfit. Come, let us set off together on a quest to shatter the perfume of evil stones. Man! Gah! Who is this dude? This trip just got even more fun. Poon. Well done, Master Plu. And Moskoy has appeared at Fairy Tail. I am wizard of the Moskoy Tail Guild. It's not Moskoy Tail. We're happy to have you. And Urza looks at Natsu's. You see nothing wrong with this? And Juvia, like, latches on to Gray. Gray-sama, welcome home. Don't hang on me in public. Does that mean she can hang on him in private? And Lucy looks a little mad. That lousy third-rate author. Tee. The end. Okay. So, we get nothing about Jalal. I'm a little disappointed because I really wanted this to, like, offer... I didn't need an explanation as to why we had so many Jalal lookalikes, but the series seemed to be about to give us one, but then it just kind of never did. So that's a disappointment, but whatever. On to the chapter itself. The chapter was a lot of fun. We get, one last interaction of, as all three casts, like, really the crux of the chapter is just a lot of dialogue of just everyone dicking around. Having a little bit of fun for, like, 6 or 7 pages. They all get to interact with different casts. It gives us a lot of fun interactions. As, the cast of Rave Master, or maybe just Ellie in particular, is really bad at telling what animal something is, as she mistakes Happy for a cat for some reason. Not for a cat, for a bug for some reason. He is a cat, of course. Ichi and Moskoy, of course, get one last moment together. It's really just a lot of fun. It's kind of sweet, Mashimre gives them this big speech about, the strength of their bond. That's just a very Mashimic. Is Mashima a prolific enough author who gets his own adjective yet? I don't know, but Mashimic is what we're going to go with. Speech about, bonds and friendship and courage. And spirits. It's all really nice. And then, the gang separates. And I think we kind of have to treat this as non-canon now, though. Because, Rave Master is over enough that maybe Butt Jiggle, could just be in Eden Zero now. There aren't exactly new stories, going on in Rave Master that, like, the Butt Jiggle gang would be at that would contradict this. And the same can maybe be said about Ichiya. Because Ichiya has not appeared yet in 100 Years Quest, so presuming he doesn't, and Unless, of course, this is after 100 Years Quest, which is certainly a possibility. But I've been presuming that it's like in the gap between the two series, in that year time skip. But maybe this is after 100 Years Quest, and so Ichiya is maybe gone from the world of Fairy Tail, and is just in Raidmaster now. Unless, of course, something about this means that this can't be after the end of Raidmaster. But I don't know. I don't know enough about Raidmaster to say. But the thing that really kind of seals all those chances away is that Moskoi is in Fairy Tail now, which doesn't quite work because Moskoi is still on the Eden Zero at the moment, and I can't imagine he's gonna just randomly get thrown away in a spin-off crossover series. So yeah, Heroes is officially not canon, and I don't really like that. I wish that I feel like it threw away some interesting things about the world of the Mashima series just for a quick gag. Because now there's just no way the timeline adds up, right? So that's disappointing. Especially because we know that this is still set before they leave the Sakura Cosmos, just by all the Sakura petals, just like what we see with, when we check back in on the Eden Zero, it says Sakura Cosmos for our setting. But for the most part, this is a really fun finale to what's been a really fun series. This crossover had its problems, but it ended up being kind of an interesting look into the Mashima canon, which is really weird to consider Mashima being a prolific enough author to have a canon, but I guess we're there now. So yeah, that's something to think about. But all in all, it was a fun miniseries with a good ending. So I'm going to leave this series off here. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter, the manga, the video itself. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe or, do whatever makes you happy, And remember, your life is your own, okay? Bye!